72% of active listings have cut price in one Seattle area suburb, according to Redfin in March 2026. This countdown ranks 5 greater Seattle suburbs where homes still sell in days, but sellers are still cutting prices. Across 62 Seattle area suburbs, faster-selling markets actually lined up with more price cuts, with a negative 0.30 correlation in Redfin's March 2026 City Market Tracker. That is the two-speed market, in plain English. Price a home correctly, and it can disappear in under a week. Miss the mark, and the next move may be a reduction. Number 5 is Mill Creek, up in Snoqualmie County, south of Everett and northeast of Linwood. Redfin in March 2026 measured a 3-day median days on market in Mill Creek, while 72% of its 25 active listings had cut price, and the median sale was down 26.2% year over year. That is the sharpest split. Very fast movement, but a huge share of sellers still adjusting. The typical home value is around $707,500, according to Zillow in 2026, which makes every pricing decision highly visible. Mill Creek also brings a more structured suburban layout, with a walk score of 72, according to Walk Score in 2026. That matters, because listings here are not sitting in a hidden corner of the region. This is a recognizable Snoqualmie County market with clear buyer attention. The lesson at number 5 is simple. Speed does not automatically mean every seller gets their first number. Number 4 is Sammamish, one of the East Side's biggest names in this kind of pricing tension. Redfin in March 2026 showed Sammamish with a 5-day median days on market, but also a 48.6% price cut share across 111 active listings. That is the largest inventory count in this group, so the cuts are not coming from just a tiny sample of homes. The typical home value is about $1,614,000, according to Zillow in 2026, so even small pricing misses can stand out quickly. Sammamish also has a walk score of 28, according to Walk Score in 2026, reflecting a more spread-out suburban pattern than the more compact places. That does not slow the best-priced homes from moving fast, but it does make competition among similar listings more obvious. With more than 100 active listings in play, sellers are not just competing against demand, they are competing against nearby alternatives. Number 3 is Snoqualmie, the King County city next to Snoqualmie Falls, and it brings one of the clearest, beautiful setting, unforgiving pricing stories here. Redfin in March 2026 measured a 6-day median market time in Snoqualmie, yet 57.9% of its 19 active listings had dropped their price. That means more than half the active listings were adjusting, even while the typical sale pace stayed under a week. The typical home value is around $1,310,000, according to Zillow in 2026. Snoqualmie's walk score is 65, according to Walk Score in 2026, which gives it a more connected feel than many outer suburban markets. The name recognition around Snoqualmie Falls gives the city a strong regional identity, but the numbers still point to a narrow pricing lane. Homes can move quickly here, but the asking price has to match what buyers are willing to act on immediately. Number 2 is Normandy Park, a smaller King County city where the sample is tighter, but the signal is still strong. Redfin in March 2026 showed a 6-day median days on market in Normandy Park, while exactly half of its 8 active listings had taken a price cut. With only 8 active listings, each reduction is noticeable, and the market reads as fast but very price-sensitive. The typical home value is about $1,361,750, according to Zillow in 2026. Normandy Park has a walk score of 35, according to Walk Score in 2026. So, the housing market here is not being driven by dense downtown-style foot traffic. It is a more residential King County setting, and that makes pricing comparisons especially important when fewer homes are available at the same time. At number 2, the story is not a slow market. It is a fast market, where half the active sellers still had to move their number. And number 1 is University Place in Pierce County, where the pricing lesson is the cleanest. Redfin, in March 2026, showed homes in University Place going in a median of 7 days, yet 45.7% of active listings had cut their price. That is the definition of a two-lane market. Price it right, and it can be gone in a week. Miss, and the listing joins the price cutters. The typical home value is around $638,500, according to Zillow in 2026. University Place also posts a walk score of 77, according to Walk Score in 2026, the highest walk score. That gives it a more connected, everyday layout than many suburbs in the greater Seattle orbit, while still showing the same hard pricing discipline. It takes the top spot because the market speed is still under a week, but the share of reductions is too high to ignore. So the final five are Mill Creek at number 5, Sammamish at number 4, Snoqualmie at number 3, Normandy Park at number 2, and University Place at number 1. The takeaway is that fast selling does not always mean sellers are naming their price without pushback. Around Greater Seattle, the strongest pattern is a split market. The right price moves quickly, and everything else may have to adjust. What did we miss? Which Seattle area suburb would have made your top 5? Or which one would you have ranked higher? If this helped you see the market a little differently, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives. What Seattle topic should we break down next? Pricing cuts, waterfront suburbs, east side markets, or a specific neighborhood? Every number in this video is sourced, and you'll find the links in the description.